So with our handsome Mr. T, we were going to practice a little bit. Ebba's going to be my helper and just kind of be hanging out with us. So we were just warming up a little bit earlier with a little bit of play. His leg looks a bit wet because I ended up having to actually give him a partial little tubby in the back end. He did go to the restroom, but then it was a bit messy. So when he was outside going for a potty, his leg got a little bit of a mess on the side. So I washed his little leg in the sink. So hopefully he should be good and dry before he goes outside to go home later today. Ready? Find it. So we're just warming up with Mr. T with a couple of little find it's. Ready? Teddy, find it. And then from there, we might go, Teddy, come. Nice. So we've been doing a really nice job working through some distraction work. As I mentioned in some of the earlier videos, there was, construction going on in one of the other rooms from the building here. So there's a bit of chaos with some drilling and some other noises. So ready, Teddy, come. Nice. He's doing a beautiful job with some of these recalls. Ready, find it. So some of my favorite practice times too is if you do have other things going off on the back burner, is see if your babe can still work some of those basic little skills and see if we can throw in some of that distraction. Ebba, remember it's okay to run around, but don't go so close because I don't want you to scare him or jump too close, okay? Yes. So he's doing some really nice job bouncing in and out of the environment. So noticing sights and sounds or being, again, distracted by my little, and then ready, Teddy, come. So he's working some beautiful little recalls. Nice. So what I'd like to do is I know he's been working really nicely with some of those stay behaviors or positions on his dog bed or mat. So we can also start practicing. Ready, Teddy? That's right. You got a little distracted. Teddy, come. Yes. Nice job. All right, so ready? We're gonna work a little bit with maybe our sit. I'm gonna see if we can get a little weight and then take a little step from him. Remember that if in the beginning, ready, Teddy, come. If those weights are hard and you're getting a little bit confused between weights and stays, remember if you stay like stationary, be stuck, and then be fed while being in that stationary position. Where wait is typically wait a moment and either I'm going to call the dog to me or release them to go do something else or retrieve an item or something of that nature. So with Mr. T, again, we're going to get that little sitting position. I'm going to tell him to wait, have him hold it for a second or two, and then Teddy, come. Nice. So weights can be used at, for example, doorways. We're going to do a little find it, get him to go search for that little goodie. And then from there, see if we can get him to check back in. Teddy, come. So with the weight behavior, you could be using this weight before saying hi to somebody, weight before going to a doorway, weight before hopping out of the car. So it could be a safety situation. So we're going to get another little sit. Ebba, can you go on this side so you're over on the opposite side of Mr. T? So right now he's going to wait. We're going to ask again for a little moment where he might be vegging. Remember, if this is hard for him, you wouldn't want to add distance or movement instantly, but I want to see how he's rocking it. Teddy, come. Very nice. So remember when any of our, skill set, you want to think about your 3Ds. So there's going to be your duration, which I know we've touched base on, your distraction level, which there's plenty for today, and then also your distances. So if your babe is really having a rough time with something, you may want to start off first with time frame and then throw in some of that other more difficult setups. So again, we're going to get that lovely little sit position if I can. I know my pants are very distracting today. They smell really nice. We're going to see if we can get Mr. T ready. Get his little attention on us. We're going to get his focus, get a little sit. He's like, hold on, there's beeping in the building. So right here, we'll tell him to wait. If, let's say, taking a few steps was really hard for your puppy, you could do this right in front of him and then go, Teddy, come, and bring him into you that way. Hi, Ebba. What's up? Did you want to help with some hellos, or what would you like to do? Okay. Ready? Teddy. So if, let's say, Mr. T's a little distracted, we'll see if we can get his focus back on us. I'll go about half the distance. Teddy, come. Nice. Yes. Good job. So let's say we were going to do a couple little highs. Ebba, would you mind maybe tossing a few snacks for him? No? Okay. Ebba doesn't like to touch the doggy snacks. So if we were going to practice some little hellos with Mr. T, I would recommend to, if let's say, for example, can you move over a little, Ebba? People can't see when you're right in the middle. There you go. Beautiful. That's perfect. So if let's say Mr. T was going to do some little hellos with some of his friends, we'd want to make sure that we can give him other behaviors to do instead if let's say he was a little too excited. So some of my favorites, as you can see, are find it. You can also work a little bit with some puzzle toys or other items off to the side. And then Ebba, would you like to say hi? So see if you can do a little hi, how you doing? Nice, very pretty. So with Mr. T, if he doesn't know the pats are coming, I'd recommend, Ebba, can you say his name so he knows you're there? Daddy. Nice, and then can you say hello to Mr. T? Nice, he's like, I would really rather some extra snacks for all this hard work. Hi. So if sometimes the hellos are not really what he's interested in, don't worry, no rushing. So if let's say, for example, you have company and he's going bananas, then that would be a moment where too we want to make sure he is given something to do instead. So if let's say your company is maybe too overwhelming for him, don't feel it always has to be intimate or where he becomes in contact with that person or small human. Because if let's say his comfort range is not there and we rush the setup, then it can also create some over-arousal or some anxiety. And then you might rehearse the behaviors you weren't really looking for him to get good at. Ready? Teddy, come. So gorgeous little recall. Yes, nice job. Ready? So we'll toss it a little bit away, have him go search for it. And then ready? Teddy, come. Well, Mummy's just going to practice with the puppies for now. Nice job, sir. But Mr. T is doing a really great job with some of these lovely recalls from the distraction too, but I'm definitely glad that the big loud noises were all done for the day today. Ready? Teddy, come. Nice, great job. So give Mr. T a little break from some of these recalls and some of those other skills, and we'll work a little bit more with a few other behaviors.